whatever Leslie's doing, wherever he's going, let me know because I want to be there.
Like I said, they don't have much, but they don't need much, and they're probably the happiest people I've ever seen in my whole life. How you doing? I'm Chris Reams. I live in the United States, California specifically, and I am the Slunkio and the founder of Slunks. It is a lifestyle volleyball brand, and we are super fired up to be here, and it's been the most amazing last week of my life.
I get goosebumps a little bit because I remember our first conversation, the three of us together on Zoom, and I knew immediately this is going to be epic.
Starting from a dream of building a volleyball community that just provides access to the sport worldwide, and not doing that alone, but with athletes, clubs, brands, ambassadors, and just bonding our connection and strength and doing it all together, and starting from scratch and zero, and now having so many people engaged. That's just magic.
Probably been the most enlightening week of my life. He was saying, I saw one of her stories, and I've always wanted to do some sort of charitable work in Africa. This is my first time to Africa, and I reached out to her and I was like, hey, what is this? What are you doing? How can I be involved? She reached back out to me. She set up a call with me, you, and her. That was about a month and a half ago. And after that call, I knew no matter what I was doing, I was gonna make sure that I made the time to come here. I'm so blessed to be here. What you're doing is amazing. It's been unbelievable. I can't really describe how amazing the people are here. They go and kind of show the point of you don't need much to be happy. Like, it's really hard to fathom that unless you actually get to come here and see that, because it's pretty cliche to say that you don't need much to be happy, but when you actually see how beautiful these people really are, and they genuinely want good things for you and for everybody else around them, it's the most incredible thing ever to see, and it's been so enlightening for me because, like I said, they don't have much, but they don't need much, and they're probably the happiest people I've ever seen in my whole life.
Every day we share in the evening in a group session our favorite moments of the day, and we do that every day, and it's always a blessing to hear everybody's moments. So we have been able to share quite a bit already.
One of the moments that I didn't mention, day one, I remember because I was sitting either next to Chris or across the bus from him, and I looked over and I could see in his eyes the same thing that I felt last year, that nervousness, that excitement of not knowing what to expect or what we were going to be doing, but knowing it was going to be awesome and amazing. And that was truly one of my favorite moments of the trip, just being able to think in my mind, oh, I'm sharing this with a friend. I'm brought this person along, to be part of something that I already love, and sharing that with somebody new. It felt like it was passing. It's like that lesson you taught about the coaches, where there's a coach who passes his info to the next coach, and they pass it to the local coach, all the way down to the kids. I almost felt like you passed your joy of this trip to me. I've passed it to Chris, and I can imagine next year someone else comes and we get to share it with them. So that's for sure been one of my best moments.
I said this as my favorite moment, I think on day 3, but it was so touching to me that we were taking the big group picture with I think 100 people, and my knees were in the dirt, and then I went up to kind of kneel down, and this little girl next to me, she was about 5 years old, wiped all the dirt off of my knee and just looked at me and smiled, and then just looked forward like that was just like, there was no thoughts from her. She just did what she just wanted to help me out, and it was, I have goosebumps right now thinking about it, because it was honestly like the most genuinely sweetest thing I've ever seen a human being do, and she was 5 years old. It was just ingrained in her, so that will always stick with me for the rest of my life. So I'm very thankful that I got to have that moment here, and I will be telling that story to a lot of people, and that's probably the best way I could describe my trip, is that 5-year-old girl teaching me that lesson.
Chris, you've been chatting with us how much engaged you are into this project, and You have a very similar story with Slunks. I'm very happy that you shared that with me, how you started your brand and how you grew from nothing to the stretch as well, very similar to the foundation. And now we're sitting here together and both feeling like, let's go and let's do this, let's roll this ball. And tell me your feelings on that, because
yeah, I mean, like you were saying, you know, Slunks, we just had our 7th birthday, so we're very similar to you, where we started with absolutely nothing. It was just an idea. It was just for fun. I never had really big goals or big dreams, and we've done everything out of passion, and everything is revolved around the community and grassroots. It's really cool though. We literally started it because we were passionate about volleyball, and we were passionate about short shorts that are loud and bright. And you know, we came up with the name Slunks, and I get asked all the time, well, what does that mean? Where did it come from? Well, it just embodies community. At the end of the day, it's family, it's community. And you know, everybody asks, what does it mean? Well, my whole thing is you can't be a Nike, you can't be an Adidas, but you can be a Slunk.